6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Hassan Gilani. First, the headlines. Pakistan and Turkey have resolved to enhance bilateral trade to $5 billion in coming 3 years. Prime Minister has urged the world to play its role for resolving the Kashmir dispute as per UN Security Council resolutions. Finance Minister says government is taking necessary measures to renegotiate with IMF on more favorable terms and conditions. Sindh government has taken precautionary measures to cope with any eventuality during an unexpected storm in 3 districts of the province. 3 terrorists have been killed in an intelligence-based operation by security forces in North Waziristan district. In Sudan, fighting between warring factions have resumed in Khartoum after 24 hours ceasefire ended this morning. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif says Pakistan and Turkey have resolved to enhance bilateral trade to $5 billion in coming 3 years. During an exclusive interview with Turkish media outlet Haber Global, he urged Turkish investors to invest in Pakistan in the fields of solar and hydel energy, as Turkey has huge experience in these fields. He said projects like the Amir Pasha Dam have a great scope for co-investment. Shehbaz Sharif assured all possible facilitation to the Turkish businessmen who want to invest in Pakistan. The Prime Minister said the railroad network in Pakistan, Iran and Turkey can play an important role in promoting trade and economic activities among the 3 countries. He expressed the desire to make this network modern and more efficient. Shehbaz Sharif said Pakistan can offer skilled and comparatively cheaper labor for Turkish companies, and it will be a win-win situation for both countries. He said it will open up new opportunities for joint collaboration and joint ventures. Replying to a question, the Prime Minister said Pakistan and Turkey have a strong strategic partnership and Islamabad has entered into joint venture with Turkish shipbuilding companies. He said a part of this project is being undertaken in Turkey while the rest is being built in Karachi shipyard. The Prime Minister lauded Turkey for its unconditional support to Pakistan on the issue of Kashmir. Shehbaz Sharif said territorial integrity and sovereignty of Turkey is very important to Pakistan and vice versa. He said the world has to understand the situation in Kashmir and it must play its role in resolving the Kashmir dispute as per UN Security Council resolutions. Finance Minister Muhammad Ishaq Dar says government is taking necessary measures to renegotiate with International Monetary Fund on more favorable terms and conditions. Talking to a private news channel, he expressed the hope that the IMF would be satisfied with Pakistan's progress as the country has fulfilled the necessary requirements. Ishaq Dar expressed optimism that Pakistan would achieve the growth rate set by the government, indicating a positive outlook for the nation's economic development in the coming year. The Finance Minister said the federal government has given a massive relief to the salaried class in the new budget by announcing a 35% ad hoc relief allowance for its employees in grade 1 to 16 and 30% for employees in grade 17 to 21. Replying to a question, he criticized the previous government of Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf for formulating weak policies. He said these policies caused significant difficulties for the masses in their daily lives, leading to a financial constraint for the country. Sindh Chief Minister Syed Murad Ali Shah says the provincial budget centers around rehabilitation of flood-affected people and providing social protection to the poor of the province. Addressing post-budget news conference in Karachi today, he said, in over 2.247 trillion rupees budget, over 700 billion rupees have been earmarked for the development expenditures. The Chief Minister said the last year's floods and rain played havoc in the province and the provincial government government has been making efforts to complete reconstruction of the damaged houses. Sessions of Senate and the National Assembly will be held separately at the Parliament House in Islamabad tomorrow. The upper house will meet at 3 in the afternoon, while the lower house will resume its session at 4 in the evening. Both houses are likely to hold discussions on the Finance Bill 2023. This is Radio Pakistan. Sindh government has taken precautionary measures to cope with any eventuality during an unexpected storm on Tuesday in 3 districts, including Thatta, Badin and Sajawal. This was stated by Sindh Chief Minister Syed Murad Ali Shah while addressing a news conference in Karachi today. The Chief Minister said he has directed Corps Commander Karachi, Director General Rangers Sindh and Commissioners of the 3 districts to remain alert and take necessary steps to tackle any untoward incident. He said people of the area have been advised to remain at homes during the storm. Deputy Speaker, National Assembly Zahid Akram Durrani says federal government will provide compensation to the victims of rains and storm incidents in Bannu district. During his visit to district headquarters hospital Bannu today, he said the compensation package includes 1 million rupees for heirs of each deceased, 300,000 rupees for each injured and 50,000 rupees for minor wounded. He said Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has assured to provide all-out support and assistance to the victims. 3 terrorists have been killed and 4 others injured in an intelligence-based operation by security forces in Miranshah area of North Waziristan. According to ISPR, weapons and ammunition were also recovered from the terrorists. However, during intense exchange of fire, 3 army personnel, including Subedar Asghar Ali, Sipoy Naseem Khan and Sipoy Muhammad Zaman, also embraced martyrdom while fighting gallantly. Later, sanitization of the area was carried out to eliminate any terrorists in the area. Mobile vans operated by Saudi Post and Islamic Development Bank have commenced sale of Hajj sacrificial animal coupons directly to pilgrims residing in various buildings in Makkah. Radio Pakistan's correspondent Javed Iqbal reports from Makkah that the initiative aims to facilitate Pakistani pilgrims who wish to perform their sacrifice with support of Pakistani government. APHC has urged the United Nations to take cognizance of Indian state terrorism in illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir and play its role to resolve Kashmir dispute. In their statements in Srinagar, all parties Hurriyat Conference leaders, including Syed Bashir Andarabi and Khwaja Firdaus and different organizations, paid homage to martyrs of Chota Bazar, in which at least 32 people were killed while 22 others were injured. Meanwhile, a report released by Kashmir Media Service on the completion of 32 years of the deadly incident said on this day in 1991, the personnel of Indian paramilitary Central Reserve Police Force went berserk after an alleged clash with unknown attackers in Zanakadal area of the city. The troops opened indiscriminate fire with automatic weapons all the way from their camp at Sayyid Mansoor to Chota Bazar in the densely populated downtown area of Srinagar. Meanwhile, today is also the 13th martyrdom anniversary of a 12th class student, Tufail Mattu, whose killing sparked an unprecedented uprising which lasted for months in the length and breadth of the occupied territory. In Sudan, shelling and gunfire resumed in Khartoum after a 24-hour ceasefire ended this morning. According to media reports, heavy artillery fire was heard in the capital and its twin city, Omdurman, to the north, while fighting also erupted on Al-Hawa Street. Meanwhile, the United Nations says nearly 2 million people have been displaced, including 476,000 who have sought refuge in neighboring countries. In Japan, a strong 6.2 magnitude earthquake hit Hokkaido Island today. There are no immediate reports of damage. And finally, the weather. Mainly hot and humid weather is expected in most parts of the country, while very hot in central and south parts during the next 12 hours. However, rain with wind and thunderstorm with isolated hailstorm is likely in northeast Punjab, Upper Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and Kashmir, while dust raising and gusty winds are expected in central and southern districts of the country in the afternoon. And this is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.